Hey everyone, it's Coach Dwayne. Hey, real quick, wanted to pass along a quick video that we saw, and this helps to kind of answer some questions on some training that we've done in the past, where we've used the PVC pipe to essentially kind of over-exaggerate what we're looking for as far as our hands are concerned. So take a look at this video. This is Matt Antonelli. I'm going to put his whole video and I'll put a link to his site as well, but take a look at what he's got here and what he's talking about. Again, he's talking about really over exaggerating the method or this drill. He doesn't really talk about the drill too much. I think that is on his site as well, and there's a bunch of other drills of his that you could take a look at, but it essentially is the same ones that we do. So what he's really talking about here, and what I've done, is to isolate some of the video and highlight some points here. So based on a good swing, you can see that you're on plane, that bat comes through and it's on plane with the ball that's coming in, as opposed to kind of that downswing that some players do, and the contact zone for each of those. And you'll see that downswing will typically give you a grounder. Sometimes you're going to pop up using that, but it also only gives you this small area of space where you can actually make contact with the ball. Whereas what he's talking about and what I've been trying to tell you guys is, if you're on plane with the ball, then you have much better chance of making good contact with that. And, you know, when I'm coaching first base, I can see every single time when a batter is either on plane or swinging down, or a lot of times swinging up. Sometimes a player will drop the back shoulder and swing up. The other thing to note is when you see what he's doing with his hands, it's kind of weird. You cannot do that. You cannot do what he's asking you to do unless you're actually engaging the hip first. So go look at his site, go look at that video, and I might actually point to that specific drill so that you can see what I'm talking about. But the point of that is to get the hips moving and follow through and get that end of the bat, the knob of the bat, you know, aiming towards the pitcher and bring that up. That gets the head of the bat in the right location and then allows you to stay on plane with the ball. So anyway, take a look at this video. I'm going to put his whole video in here, and then some clips in here that have some slow motion and graphics overlays on there. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. So I wanted to put a quick video up today. I put a video up on Instagram probably about a week or so ago, and we were using this bag. And what we were going through a drill, and we were essentially talking to our players about kind of learning how to coil around this leg, okay? So we worked on getting around this leg, and then when we launched the bat, we were trying to get the bat to work rearward as I launched my body back. And so one of the things that we do is we'll use this PVC pipe, and we talk to our players about trying to get the knob or the end of the PVC pipe. As we launch, we want to get this to work more up, that way, all right, instead of down. The other way we talk about it is that we're trying to get palm up. So we're trying to get palm up, palm down position, but at launch, I'm going to start to feel this palm starting to work up once I launch back, right? So when I launch, you're going to see the palm start to work up a little bit earlier as I start to launch back, boom, and then I hit it right here, okay? So I threw it up. A lot of people really liked the drill. And there were also some people that said, what are you doing? Like, you're trying to teach players to pop up? So here's the thing. The drill is created to give the player a feel, okay? And so we're putting them in a position, again, where we're really just feeling one leg. I'm trying to coil around it. And again, I'm trying to exaggerate this movement of launching my upper body back. Now, when I do it off of the bag and I do it in this position off this drill, it looks pretty extreme, right? It looks like I'm literally falling back. We tell the player to fall back, okay? When I now get into my normal stance and I do the same exact thing, I don't look like I'm falling back, right? And so every drill we do, almost every drill we do, is created to give the player a certain type of feel and to a lot of times exaggerate that feel, okay? Now, when it comes to getting this palm up, right, and trying to get the knob to work up, if you fight to either keep the knob down or to not allow this palm to get up, and you make this move, well then you're going to be, in my opinion, you're going to be really steep, okay? So you're not going to get the barrel behind the ball. So I'm going to be steep. I'm going to be more armsy. I'm going to be more pushy this way, right? And so this is not going to be a swing that's going to work in the right sequence, but I'm not going to be able to get behind the ball. I'm not going to get my barrel behind the ball. I'm not going to be able to match the plane of the pitch. So that's the idea, right? The only way I can do that is when I launch and this starts to work this way and the bat starts to make this move. Now I can get behind the ball. Now I'm on the same plane as the pitch. When I make this move, I'm not getting behind the ball. I'm not on the same plane as the pitch, right? I'm steep. And again, if you haven't seen our other videos, we talk a bunch about trying to get on the same plane as the pitch, right? Trying to be slightly up through the ball. If I'm this way, if I'm here, I'm not in the hitting zone for a long time. I'm not going to be able to impact the ball squarely. I'm going to either smother the ball into the ground, or I'm going to clip. If I hit the bottom of the ball, I'm going to clip the ball and hit a lot of pop-ups. So people were talking about, too many pop-ups with this drill. In my opinion, you get a lot of pop-ups when you're steep to the ball. Now you will get some pop-ups if you lose the barrel, right? If you just completely lose the barrel and you get what you see a lot of young guys do, right? They make this move, the barrel starts to get this way, it gets way below the ball too early, and you lose it, you'll also get some pop-ups. But we're not talking about that, right? And so, again, I'm here, and now when I launch back and I let the barrel snap around, okay? And now this knob is up here instead of down here. If the knob is up here, the barrel is able to do this, right? I had a couple of people that talked about, you can't let the barrel get below the hands. The barrel is going to be below the hands pretty much every pitch, except, if the pitch is way, way up, maybe your barrel won't be below the hands. But, even still, the barrel is never above the hands. You can't hit a baseball with your barrel above the hands, right? It's just not going to happen. The barrel's always going to be below the hands, right? Now, when I work with a lot of players, first time I work with them, we have a player come in. I'm not saying 100% of the players, but a high majority of the players will have some type of this in their swing, right? Because most players are taught, stay above the ball. A lot of players are taught, swing down to the ball, right? Down, 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 above the ball, okay? And so we get a ton of players that are real pushy, real steep to the ball, not getting behind the ball, not getting the same plane as, of the pitch. And now their sequence is out of order. And so this is one of the first drills I'll do with a lot of players. And I've seen a ton of improvement just by getting the players to kind of understand some of these